Isn't it refreshing to change up your living spaces once in a while and get your creativity running freely while you balance both work and life at home? Infusing your spaces with what's on trend can be tricky and daunting at times. While you always want your home to look chic and fab, staying on the top and latest trends can also be a burden. To help us make sense of it all, we've invited All Values' very own design director, interior designer Doris D, to talk about the home trends that we should be embracing this year and the styles that we should keep locked up inside our closets. From form and function to patterns and palettes, even landscape and beyond, we've got you covered. Don't forget to type your questions in the comment box because we have plenty of answers for you in our free interiors styling consultation portion later. Stay tuned because we will also be giving away gift vouchers from All Home and Coffee Project. You heard that right, guys. We have free gift vouchers from All Home and Coffee Project to be given to the lucky winners later at the mini game. If you want to win, make sure you guys watch this stream until the very end. Before we begin, we'd like to give a big shout out to our friends from All Home for being our event partners for this episode. Hello, All Home! Check out their website, allhome.com.ph, to find out their latest products and services, or you can log on to their online shop at allhomeclick.com. So you could relieve your stressed out minds with some retail shopping. Also, don't forget to give a shout out to your friends. We're looking right now to the comment section so that we could greet our viewers. Let's see if we have any comments. And hi, Yuji. Hi, Yuji. Thank you for joining us today. Hi. Also, we have Mercy Grace and Vinarao. Hello. So make sure to give us a thumbs up, like, and share this live session or create a watch party for you and your buddies. Don't forget, we'll be saying hello to you randomly. So share this live session with your friends. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Good afternoon and welcome to Vista Residences Investment Lab live webcast. Our guest speaker for today has been in the practice of professional interior design since 2001. After earning her degree in interior design at the University of Santo Tomas and her professional license the same year, she had worked for the very prestigious design studio Atelier Almario, where she worked for 8 years as a senior designer. Her experience with the firm cultivated her expertise and mastery in residential design with traditional, transitional, Asian modern, industrial, and contemporary interiors as her pièce de résistance. From 2011, she has worked with Vistaland as their in-house interior designer for their condo and residential projects. In 2016, she has set focus on the retail and commercial arm of the Villar Group, All Value and Vista Mall. The group piloted the brand's coffee project, All Day, All Day Supermarket, Bake My Day, Market Liberty, Kinder City, Commune Hall, Vista Cinemas, and last but not the least, All Home. To date, she has designed over 100 residential homes, retail stores, cinemas, and malls combined, and continues to tell the story of design in the group's ever growing roster of business ventures. So, without further ado, let's welcome the design director of All Value Holding Corporation, interior designer Doris D.
Good day to all of you. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you, Vista Residences, and of course, all home for inviting me to do your July webinar series about interior design. Of course, I'm representing the All Value in the interior design team. Good afternoon to our participants. Thank you for joining this webinar. We will share with you as much so we can respond to what's happening and hopefully improve our lives with the help of interior design. We will focus on how we can adapt to the changes and how we can reinvent our spaces, especially during this time of the pandemic. Today, uh, we will aim to learn a lot of things, no? Kasi we really need to look into our homes and reinvent, adapt to change. Well, first, we will learn the importance of interior design and how it affects our daily lives. Second, we have to identify the need for change. Ano ba yung problem? What's our design problem? And then third, we will give you tips on how to adapt to change and reinvent your space. And then lastly, we did a few layouts for three RFO units of Vista residences to apply the tips and guides for space planning and design that we will discuss along the slides. Okay, what is interior design? I will try to compress everything and make the process as simple as relatable because interior design is a detail-oriented profession. So we won't be able to touch most of the ID interior design elements, but you can prepare your paper and pens. If in case you have questions, just write them down because I will be answering a few of those after this presentation. Okay? Okay, what is interior design? Interior design is the art and science of enhancing the interior of a building to achieve a healthier and more aesthetically pleasing environment for the people using the space. An interior designer is someone who plans, researches, coordinates, and manages such enhancement projects. Sabi nila, the best interiors are those that take you in your lifestyle into consideration. Well, totoo naman yun, no? It has been proven that when one works in a space that is pleasing both to the eye and to the mind, productivity rate shoots up. So that's how correlated interior design and lifestyle are. I will be enumerating the seven elements of design. Hindi nyo naman kailangang i-memorize. Just listen and then try to familiarize yourselves with this. No, we have space, line, forms, light, color, texture, and pattern. And keeping all of this balance is the key to creating an aesthetically pleasing interior. So in this webinar, I will guide you through how we solve space by addressing all these elements. Ano bang kailangan natin ngayon? So to adjust our way of living, right? Interior design and lifestyle. So one is function. Of course, form and function should be one joined in a spiritual union according kay Frank Lloyd Wright. And of course, aesthetic, this is the power of beauty. Ito yung what's pleasing to our senses. The first two, um, it is ano na, we are very familiar with this, no? But with what's happening now sa pandemic and all, nagiging major consideration na natin ng health and safety, the accessibility and the hygiene. The safety, okay na yan, we have our building codes and all, but since we are all first timers dito sa pandemic na to, we have to really identify how to adjust our home and hopefully improve our lives so we can cope up with what's happening. All right. So how our homes evolve as a result of past pandemic? Well, to be more specific, we have been staying in our homes to isolate ourselves because of the COVID-19 pandemic, right? These are the days na napapansin natin bawat sulok ng bahay especially the ones that you want to maximize, like the storage spaces, the workstation. So let's try to have a quick review lang on history. Because of the previous infectious diseases, like the 1918 flu pandemic, architects and designers have come up with this solution. First, the closet. So if you are familiar with the Disney movies, yung mga princesses, and you are very keen on the details, you'll see yung armoire nila, the gowns. They put their gowns in an armoire. This is a heavily carved furniture, but they believe that every time they move the furniture, parang they're also moving the viruses or the diseases. So, the architects and designers, they evolved to creating a built-in closet uh, to have your organized minimalism feel, and then to address your cleanliness and hygiene consideration. So yan, ginagamit na natin yan ngayon. Ito na yung mga walk-in closet natin or yung mga built-in closet natin. And second is the powder room. So sa house dati, we have powder rooms. They consider that those as half bath. Dun nila pinapawash and freshen up yung mga delivery men, visitors, because they don't want them to use the family toilet. So it's one of the solution to prevent the diseases from spreading, right? And then third is the open plan. Open plan, ginagamit na rin ito sa atin ngayon. I'm sure for those of you who are, let's say, the end users, the clients, medyo bago to sa inyo ngayon, but to the architects and designers, these are, we're doing open plan even decades ago na, no? In the early 20th century, to cure tuberculosis, open porches are created. So sunlight and fresh air were the best known cures, so they want to let it in, the sunlight and the fresh air, para daw ma-cure yung deadly disease. So these are the improvements from the past pandemics. And then with what's happening now, maybe we can add a few technology, the solutions mas high-tech na eh. Kasi we're in the 2020, so marami na tayong improvements sa ating technology. Okay? So, to identify our problem, ano ba ang major consideration now that we need to address? So, of course, we have our health, our economy, our work setup, education, and of course, the comfort of our own homes, di ba? Kasi doon tayo nakatira eh. So, in short, our overall well-being, we have to take this into consideration in adjusting our homes. If we invest in ourselves first, everything will follow na eh. All right, so this is our design problem. Okay, so where do we start? Um, I compressed the process into three stages para madali. Kasi this is very ano talaga. I mean, interior design, akala nila madali lang, but it's really not. So I've compressed to three stages. First is space planning. Interior space planning is relative to how we apply functionality to our space. Okay, so this is the circulation pattern, how we move within the space, and how it correlates to the adjacent spaces. So in the stage ng space planning, we'll be needing measuring tools because we need to use the right dimensions and specify the correct scale and proportion because that's very critical to space planning. And under space planning, there's ergo and anthro. So, sino ba tong ergo? Sino si anthro? Um, Ergonomics is an applied science concerned with designing and arranging things people like us use so that the people and things interact most efficiently and safely. So, ito yung mga user-friendly And what is anthropometrics? Anthropometrics refers to the measurement of the human individual. So this is very important in space planning. Um, if you'll notice, let's say, punta tayo sa all home, there are ergo chairs for office. So, when you say ergo, ibig sabihin, naaral na niya yung relationship nung gagamit at nung gamit. Okay, so when sa anthropometrics naman, dito nagpo-fall under yung standard length, standard height, standard depth. This ergo and anthro, hindi na ito masyadong ini-emphasize ng designers and architects to the client because really this is a given. All architects and designers should apply this, no, to the end users. So you have to familiarize yourselves with this, okay? And second, so after space planning, the second stage would be the design concept. Pwedeng interchangeable tong dalawa, but since we're addressing naman, we need to address the technicality of the plan. We did space planning first. After space planning, design concept naman tayo. Your concept will lead you to your choices in colors and materials. And then this is very subjective, so this is highly dependent on one's taste. We have to make our creative choices flow. Pwede tayong mag-experiment. So we grow, research, and then oftentimes we take risks and break rules. Pero ang pinaka-importante dito, you're having fun. So, yung creative juices natin, you have to tap it. No? When doing your design concept, I highly advise that you collate them and put them in a board. It can be electronic, digital like this, or it can be in your in your album, in your photo, in your phone. It's like taking down notes, but this is the visual aid of how your concept will look. Parang damit lang din yan eh. When you're planning your OOTD, di ba? Nilalatag mo muna lahat. So it's the same as this, the design concept. You have your material board, your inspiration board. A few examples of design concepts are modern and Scandinavian, which is very common. We have industrial, vintage, and bohemian, to name a few. Okay, so first is space planning, and then second is design concept. Third, ito na yon, when you have your blank canvas, your floor plan, and then everything in your mood board ordered na, you bought everything na, the fabrics and the decors, then you are ready to do the styling. Yung iba kasi minsan nagse-step na dito sa stage na to eh. So, nasa huli na siya. Vignette styling is the aesthetic form of showing your design theme. So, this equates to the eye candies, yung mga icing on the cake na, very pleasing to our senses. Okay? Um, Interior styling, ito yung magsiseal ng story ng interior natin. Kadalasan for units, let's say they don't want to undergo construction works na, diretso sila buy out everything and then pag nabili na, they do the styling. Okay, so yun na yung three steps, no? First is space planning, and then second is design concept, and third is the styling. Okay. My team and I worked on three RFO units of Vista residences. In the following slides, you will see how we applied the essential considerations as a response to what's happening now. Parang neat freak na kasi tayo lahat eh. So we will try to infuse how do we solve it. Okay, on a condo setup. Well, first, we have to organize to maximize. No, this falls under space planning. Organize to maximize. Anything smart. Mamaya, in the following slide, makikita niyo yan. And then, work from home setup because we all can relate to this. And then to the design concept naman, we will feature biophilic interior design and we will dig deeper into color psychology. Okay, so how to do it on a condo setup? Okay, for how to jumpstart space planning. This is the floor plan of Pinecrest. We have the floor plan. We need to get the actual dimension. The scale and the proportion is very important. And we have to identify the spaces because now yung mga spaces natin hindi lang yan single function eh. Nagiging multifunctional na rin ang spaces natin. And last but not the least, this is very important, no? Hindi magiging successful yung floor plan natin and the identifying of space if hindi tayo organized. Organized meaning we have to declutter, we have to eliminate and prioritize. Why? Two things. Paano to makaka-affect sa well-being natin? Well, first, you'll declutter. Mababawasan ng unnecessary things sa bahay natin. And second, pwede mo naman ibenta second hand or if you're feeling generous, you can donate. So, there's that sense of parang nakatulong ka pa, na-declutter mo na yung house mo, and then you're able to help, di ba? So, you feel good about that. So, that is space planning. Okay, eto na. To the condo setup, actually, for the single detached homes, storage space should not be an afterthought. Correct? You agree with me? Yes. But to the condo setup, we're it's a given our space. So we've pre-selected storage option from all home. This is our solution organized to maximize. We have the open shelves that can also be partitioned. And then we also have a combination of closed and open storages. Kung meron tayong gustong itago, doon natin siya ilalagay sa closed storage. Alright? Even to the kitchen. Huwag natin kakalimutan ng kitchen. We have to organize our kitchen because dyan nanggagaling ang food that we are eating. Okay? A poorly organized home will cause unrest and stress, which we do not want. We do not want it to add to our stress now. All right. So all of this, we've pre-selected this from All Home. All Home, of course, if you do not know, All Home is a one-stop shop for all your home needs, from construction materials up to furnishings, decors, homewares, and even up to electronic gadgets. No, makikita natin siya. They also have, you can also shop online. Just visit www.allhomeclick.com and then you'll see all the product offerings. Okay. Smart toilet. Okay, ano ba yung smart toilet? Why is it smart? Hindi siya yung service provider, no? Smart toilet, ito yung everything sensor, automated. If you've traveled to Japan and Korea, 'di ba, nakaka-amaze yung mga restroom nila, the public restroom because everything is automated and less ang contact mo to the surfaces. So we can also do that here in the Philippines, especially now. Um, Here, of course, we have Toyer. Toyer is an all-home exclusive brand. Everything sensor nito, even the urinal, the faucet, nakakaaliw. Medyo expensive lang to redo our toilet, but for those who are building houses now, you might want to consider this because this is very helpful. This is very future-proofing your powder rooms, no? One who maintains cleanliness keeps away diseases. Totoo yan. All home also carries peanuts. This is nice, no? If you'll see the jet bowl, this is soap, rinse, and dry. Ito totally no contact na to. This is very good for the powder rooms sa bahay natin. Okay, it may be expensive now, but maybe when they supply, pag dumami ang supply, the prices will be very competitive. Basta let's put to mind that all home has these products na if you decide to renovate your toilet to become a smart toilet. And of course, hindi lang basta toilet ang smart, right? Okay, nakakahabol pa? No, smart home. What is smart home? Smart home automation. How does it work? Um, Meron ka lang dapat router, internet, smart hub. So these devices, meron din ito kay All Home. We check, no, we've prepared for this presentation. We want our homes to be as convenient, easy to live at. Let's say for example, the main door, no? 'Di ba, sino ba ang nakaka-relate na when you're getting your keys, the traditional keys, minsan mali yung nagagamit mo and all, 'di ba? To save time, we can replace it, our door locks, with the key card or biometric lock set. So meron yan si All Home. This one, less contact din ito, less touching the surfaces. You just need your key card. Alright? Um, these gadgets, you can ask, these are available in All Home. Madali lang 'tong i-set up, if you're very familiar with Google Home, Amazon Alexa, Apple HomeKit, yan, swak na swak yan to your smart home automation. And of course, after setting up your smart home automation, ano na, voila, 'di ba? Very conducive na for work from home setup ang ating unit because we have our internet. Um, Here, I'm showing you the two different desk types, no? This is the desk with the mobile drawer. If you have extra space in your homes, in your units, don't forget lang the baskets, the containers, everything to organize your office supplies. Because really, we do not want na maging extension talaga ang house natin ng office, right? I mean, we have no choice but to work from home. But how can we contain this is our home? So we have to organize as much as possible. Let's put all our office supplies in one container, one box, one drawer that's accessible where you set up your workstation, right? And another setup naman here, the one on the other side, it's limited talaga yung space mo. This is flexible. There's a desk and a built-in shelf, so you can put your printer. For those of you who have kids studying, importante to. All right. So these are the solutions for the condo setup under space planning. No, these are the things that you can consider. Moving forward, we have biophilic interior design. So this falls under the design concept na. Biophilic design dates back to 1964. This is founded by a psychologist, hindi siya designer. He is a psychologist, Eric Fromm, and was later popularized by the biologist naman, Edward Wilson, in 1984. See, that's why the reason why we chose this because proven na this is timeless. From 1964 up to now, we can still use this, no? And this is the one of the best examples that science and art can really be combined. All right. A key part of good biophilic design is striking a balance between emphasizing the openness of a space. A space with a good visual connection to nature can be calming for occupants, improve their well-being and productivity. When we say all elements, hindi lang to basta the trees and the woods, ha? When you say elements, kasama dito ang water, ang air, ang sky. If we're gonna research further nga, minsan sinasama pa nila ang sun, moon, and stars. Basta everything, all elements of nature. Okay, medyo wide ang coverage nito, but still, it is timeless. Okay, what are the different ways to infuse plants in interior design? So we chose plants because out of all the natural elements like wood, stone, water, plants, parang mas madali to work with plants, correct? We can have them in in vertical gardens, or if malawak ang space, we can have it sprawling. So plants are generally easy to take care of and maintain, and they will thrive when given proper care and treatment. So let's give them the TLC that they deserve. These are for the outdoor application. Let's go to the indoor application. So biophilic design kasi, they can reduce stress and improve our cognitive function. Um, it can also improve our well-being and expedite healing. So for our interiors, we use indoor plants, not just to decorate. Let's let's not use the plants as purely decoration, because we they deserve to be treated well, to be taken care of. No, plants are not for decoration purposes alone. Let's give them the TLC they deserve. Diba? Will you agree with me, the plantitos, plantitas, and plant parents who are watching now? Um, if naman, sabi nila, yung iba daw may black thumb. So, ito yung mga hindi nakakabuhay ng plants. Wala ring problem doon. If you think you don't have time, or if you're not confident enough na makakabuhay ka ng plant, pwede naman siyang i-apply on different venues, no? We can use fabric with prints that close to nature, like leaves, birds, ganyan. Or we can even have our walls painted, yung mga mural painting. Okay din yan kasi it simulates nature. Alright? So, biophilic interior design falls, pwede siya. We paired it, mamaya, in the following slides, we paired it with another design element. So, titingnan natin kung paano siya nag-jive. And next, of course, color psychology. This is another science, no? When psychology, that's a science. Color psychology is the study of hues as a determinant of human behavior. Okay, colors have qualities that can cause certain emotions in people. So, ngayon sa panahon ngayon, ano tayo, uneasy, fearful, yung iba sa atin may mental distress, 'di ba? Yung extreme uneasiness. So, to address these feelings, these are the colors that can help us overcome those. Um, the here, it's the left side, this blue turquoise. So, nag-evoke siya ng trust, clarity of mind. It creates emotional balance. These are backed up by studies, all right? You can search, no, I've included a link. You can search color psychology. Ito naman sa gitna, the beiges, the taupes, the grays. Ito naman, we get a sense of security, protection, comfort, wealth, kasama, color of compromise. So it also creates a sense of calm. And of course, yung green. Ito, ano na to, color of nature ito. It evokes balance, harmony, growth, positivity, love of nature. Alright? Nakakahabol. So this is color psychology. May kinalaman to sa human behavior. What is the difference of color psychology to color theory? Para lang hindi tayo nagkakalituhan. Color theory naman is a body of practical guidance to color mixing and visual effects of a specific color combination. Alright? So, pareho yan. Ginagamit ng interior designer yan. Depende na lang kung ano yung mas kailangan. Okay? So, hopefully, dun sa mga end users who are tuned in right now, marami kayong natututunan. Medyo, I hope hindi siya TMI, too much information. Just if you have questions, you can post it in the comment section. Okay, so eto na, nasa last part na tayo ng ating process. So tapos na tayo sa space planning, tapos na tayo sa design concept. This is styling tips for interior styling. If titingnan kasi natin, marami talagang styling tips. Depende yan per designer, depende sa stylist. It can go from 7 tips up to 100 tips. So I trimmed down 6. These are the 6 styling tips that I apply personally dun sa mga projects na ginagawa ko. Okay, first, you have to mix it up. When you say mix it up, it's layering decors and items that add depth and character to your story. So, pwede ditong combination of old and new, or mix this material with this, or we mix this texture with this. So, importante yan to create depth to your styling project. And then second, if na-mix mo na siya, of course, hindi mo pwedeng i-mix-mix lahat na magulo. You have to find your balance. Okay? Balance, you have to distribute the visual weight of all the elements. One key to check your work, ako, ang ginagawa ko, I take pictures. Let's say, ganyan, mataas to, so you have to balance it with, siguro not the same height, but something to fill that space. Right? Medyo ano to it takes a trained eye to really um, find balance. So, yun ang magandang tip. You take photos and then you study the picture kung balance ba siya or hindi. Um, Balance is different from symmetry, right? Okay, naintindihan natin. Symmetrical, ito yung what's on the left side, that's on the right side. That's symmetrical. Balance is different. Ito yung kasi you have to, mararamdaman mo yon, makikita natin yon kung balance na ba yon. Okay? And of course, third, you have to add a bit of yourself. So, ito na yon. So, originality, di ba? I mean, you are original. So, you have to reflect your personality. Each of us has unique taste, interest, and quality. So let our homes reflect that. I mean, okay lang naman to get inspiration from this, let's say this influencer, this celebrity, this ganyan. But really, you have to let your personality reflect in your homes. Okay. Next is number 4. Ako, I believe in investing a timeless piece. So, it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be a designer chair, it can be a painting, it can be a sculpture, it can be a furniture piece that's that has meaning to you. Yung timeless ba? Um, um, Mamaya, to the slides, you'll know why there's a need to have that timeless piece. Aside from the fact that it can be your conversational piece. Okay? And then, of course, hindi mahuhuli, you have to know your budget. Right? So, importante to. This is very sensitive, especially now. Um, know your budget. And of course, you have to know how to manage it. Um, you, pwede rin naman to work within your budget. Kaya lang kasi minsan may gustong-gusto kang bilhin, kaya lang wala kang budget. So, you need to adjust. So, you have to know your budget. Alright? Hindi ka rin pwede yung magagastos na lang dahil nakita mo. I mean, you really have to, this is very critical to styling. Hindi lahat ng mahal maganda. Okay? Last but not the least, you have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to have fun kasi it reflects to your work. Parang ano lang din yan parang sa mga chef, when they're cooking, di ba? Yung dapat masaya sila, yung emotions nila. And then, masarap lumalabas yung food. Di ba may ganon? Ako, I believe in that. So, when I style, um, homes, or let's say yung mga store. Um, yes, of course, it's very stressful because we have limited time. But when you're doing it na, you have to evoke that positive vibe para mag-reflect yan dun sa ginagawa natin. Alright, so we covered na, no? We have the space planning, we have the design concept, and we have the styling tips. Uh, okay, since we are equipped now with all these guides, start na natin yung pag-apply nito sa ating mga floor plan, RFO unit. Alright? This is a 3-bedroom unit in Pinecrest. So, to the space planning, yan, nakita nyo may notes? No? You have to write notes because ayaw natin makalimutan, especially if marami yan. Let's say this is the first priority, second priority, third priority. We did identify then the areas, right? If medyo maliit, you can just screenshot it and then review it afterwards. When looking at the plan, uh, at first glance, alam mo na eh, if it's a 3-bedroom unit, so mabibilang mo na kung ilang family members ang expected. There's the husband, the wife, maybe 2 kids, no? And if you have 4 family members na in-expect mo, so ang ilalagay mo doon, a 4-seater dining. Hindi ka maglalagay ng 6-seater dining because sikip, right? So, yun ang ginawa natin dito sa dining space natin. And of course, to the living room, if you'll notice, makakaupo din lahat ng family members. Hindi pwedeng dalawa lang, hindi pwedeng tatlo, dapat all 4 and with an extra seating maybe if you have a visitor. Okay? Dito rin nakalagay, especially we need to deal with the pandemic. By the door, we did add shelves where we can put our alcohol, our tissue, where we can leave our keys, para hindi na natin siya isasama sa loob. And then to the right, if you'll notice, to the right, to the console table, meron din diyang maliit na note that it can be added. You can put your sanitation box or yung basket where you put all your, let's say, clothes or yung bag. Para nandun lang siya and then hindi na siya um, makakalat pa or dadaan pa to the whole house. Okay, so after doing the space plan for that, this is the concept naman. So we tried modern mid-century and biophilic design. What is modern mid-century? Um, while there is some a disagreement about when the period started, it roughly lasted from the mid-1930s to mid-1960s. So ito yung mga panahon atin ng mga ano natin, grandparents natin, no? So the timeless quality of the style, however, continues to appeal to today's homeowners. So maraming gumagamit din itong concept nito, modern mid-century. Ano ba ang meron sa modern mid-century? So when you say modern mid-century, these are the classic lines, understated look, juxtaposition of different and sometimes contrasting materials. Yan natin yan. So we created the mood board. Nandito sila lahat. And then, the wood details take center stage. Ito rin yung less is more. And dito natin makikita yung mga retro and vintage pieces and decor. So, clean lines. If you see our coffee table and a round table, organic curves, diba? A love of for different materials. Ito yan, si modern mid-century siya. And then, we added si biophilic design, which we will see sa ating next slide. Okay. For mid-century modern, no, it's quite expensive to really get authentic pieces, original designer chairs. Pero, meron naman dyan. Sabi ko nga, know your budget. If you cannot afford it yet, wag muna siguro or look for another piece. Right? here, when you enter, maaliwalas, right? Hindi na natin dinivide si living and si dining. If you'll notice, walang partition because we want to also um, promote yung family bonding. So let's say, kung habang kumakain si mommy tsaka si daddy, the kids are playing board games there or watching Netflix. So conducive siya for family bonding. And of course, to the bedroom, as I said kanina, for the beds, we want it to preserve yung ano niya. We want it to be clutter free because this is where we rest our body and our mind. So dapat clutter free siya. And if you'll notice then here, we did a shelf installation and a mirror dun sa small space beside the closet. Makikita natin yan. We have a walkthrough coming. So this is the mood and the feel of the masters. It's very light and airy, conducive, very pleasant to our eyes and to our senses. And of course, sa Pinecrest, if you'll notice, this is the mid-rise offering ni Vista Residences that has a balcony. So, dun sa mga plantito and plantitas dyan, plant parents, this is a good venue for you to really realize your dream, your goals sa group ng mga potted plants ninyo. Right? We will show you the walkthrough. Ira, let's present the walkthrough. Also, this is the first. This is first pa lang ito. I hope you're following. If you have questions, just post it in the comment section. Okay. So this is Pinecrest. This is the bare unit walkthrough. If you'll notice, maganda na yung kanyang finish to the floor, to the doors, and even to the windows. It's very generous. Malalaki ang windows. And the kitchen, okay na rin siya. It's made of laminated wood that resembles wood, of course. So, the bare unit pa lang, may warm feeling na siya. Maganda na siya. Kumbaga, hindi sayang yung investment natin kasi maganda na yung deliverable niya. Right? And then, applying our solution, of course, maliit lang to. We have to take into consideration yung bed sizes. Pag maliit, what we've specified here, hanggang full size lang eh. That's a 54-inch bed mattress. So, yun ang kasha here. Good enough na yun. I mean, maluwag pa rin yung dadaanan mo. And to the living room, later, we will see, pagka-open ng main door, makikita natin kung gaano kaaliwalas yung na-apply nating layout. There you go. So we have a mirror, we have our shelf. Diba? Diyan natin lalagay yung alcohol, sanitizer, our thermometers, our tissue, our wet tissue. And of course, ayan, when viewing it from the main door, wala tayong obstruction. Only because we also want the light to come in, di ba? Sa open plan natin mga partition to really obstruct the light flow, the airflow. And to the colors, of course, we use the green scheme because green gives us balance, harmony, growth, and positivity. All right? It invites good judgment, of course, love of nature. So this is the living room. Makikita natin, pwedeng mag-bonding dyan. We can play board games. We can watch Netflix. Of course, we have the Monstera with us. All right? If you love this concept, if you are inspired by this concept, you can check All Home because I'm sure All Home has a lot of these options for your design solution. All right. The toilet, we have to make it simpler. Ayaw natin ng masyadong gamit sa toilet. Why? Because ayaw nat kasi neat freak na tayo ngayon. We don't want, mauubos ang oras natin kakalinis. Especially neat freak na tayo ngayon. We want every surface clean, right? So very organized, very clean, and very functional yung toilet natin, however small it is. And to our kids' bedroom, so we specified a double deck here. There's an indoor plant, and meron siyang dedicated desk because there's a space. Yeah. The room can afford a desk, so we put a desk there para hindi na siya sasama dun sa workstation sa labas. And then this is the master's bedroom. We made use of wood panels painted in green. Of course, that's our color scheme. If you'll notice, no, another tip to hang your curtains, always hang it dun sa highest possible where you can hang it. It can be below your cornice or at the corner of the ceiling and the wall. Hindi ko ina-advise na i-install siya a few inches above your window opening. Why? Because lumiliit tignan yung wall and yung window. When you stretch the height of your walls and your curtain, parang pagkapasok mo pa lang sa room, visually, there's an illusion na kita mo na yung overall height ng room. So that's the reason why we need to hang our curtains the highest possible. Alright? Um, we use sheer curtains here, pero if you want yung total blackout, what we can do, we can add another layer behind the sheer curtain. We can add the blackout roller blinds. If gusto niyo yung parang hotel feel, sa morning gusto niyo matulog, ayaw niyo yung lightly, gusto niyo dim pa rin yung room. So you can add another layer at the back of your sheer curtain. Okay, so ano lang kayo, you have to take down notes because as I run through the presentation, may mga sisingit tayong mga tips that is not seen or presented dun sa previous slides natin. Alright? Let's go to our next floor plan. This unit is a one bedroom unit in Wheel Tower. All right, if you're not familiar with Wheel Tower is located along Sergeant Esguerra in Quezon City. We have one coffee project there. Of course, we have all home there, no? Actually, after running through the one bedroom unit, the design, the concept, and all, if magustuhan ninyo and you have a unit in Wheel Tower, it's so easy. Bababa lang po kayo ng elevator and then nandun na kayo sa all home. Alright? Maganda tong wheel tower unit because there's a laundry room. So in effect, all your utilities, let's say all your cleaning materials or your linens, your washing machine, ay ano na siya, there's a room for it. Again, you may visit All Home. You can shop online, especially for those who do not want to go outside of their house, their homes. You just need an internet, a strong internet, and just type in www.allhomepick.com for all the product offerings. If kayo yung type na gusto nyo ng um, bibili na lang, ayaw nyo nang i-construct pa, pwede yon. We can buy out everything from all home. We even have my mother's cupboard to style your dining table with plates and utensils and all. Okay. The next layout, we will show you how to organize everything. Alright? So, ito, may mga notes, pero kukonti lang. Because, maganda to. Maganda tong unit layout ni Will Tower eh. So, when you enter, nandyan na agad yung kitchen mo. And it's a very generous kitchen for a one-bedroom unit. And then to your left, that's where the laundry, yung sinabi ko kanina. And there's your toilet. Alright? So, nandyan lahat sila. Pagkapasok natin, we just added a small shoe closet. Of course, for a condo setup, yan ang isa sa mga problema natin, di ba? Saan natin ilalagay ang shoes natin? I discourage you to put it in your closet where your clothes are. Ihiwalay natin siya. We have to put them by the door. If you can buy, maliit lang naman ang kailangan for shoe closet. Ang importante, hindi na natin siya ipapasok sa unit natin. Okay? And then, makikita natin the desk. We incorporated everything in that wall here. We can check with our cursor. This is the dining. There's a TV there. And then, there is the desk space. Naka-built-in siya. Don't worry because dun sa mga mag-furnish nito, All Home also offers yung mga construction materials like plywood, MDF. So, kung meron kayong contractor or carpenter na kausap, bibili lang sila sa All Home and then you can do all this. Right? And then we have our closet here. And then to this side, we contained all the lounge and the bed. So, di ba, to organize the plan, kita mo na ano maaliwala sa floor plan pa lang. Right? So, titingnan naman natin ng concept that we're gonna apply to this unit. If dun sa isa, we did si mid-century, ito naman, urban chic. What is urban chic? Urban chic is a styling that is very modern, minimalist in design. It's very cosmopolitan. It's handsome and contemporary. So, pwede to sa mga bachelor. Okay? Pwede tayong mag-expose ng brick walls or minsan may stone accent as our biophilic element. And then, the materials themselves are tougher. So, ito yung maraming metal, iron. And then, i-accentuate natin sila with vintage leather, dun sa furniture. So, it's very sophisticated. Pang city living, because nasa Will Tower tayo, ito yung in-apply naming design. Okay, to the rendered perspective. So, ito na. How did we apply biophilic design? So, compared to our normal one-bedroom unit, we specified this glass sliding door. So, hindi ito yung typical na drywall natin. So what we did, we replaced it with a sliding glass door panel that's full height so that we let the light come in and the air from the aircon and from the window flow in up to the kitchen, up to the laundry. Ito yung openness ulit. Dun sa na-discuss natin kanina, the open layout. Ito yung solution that we did. Right? And then we have our wall wood paneling to infuse yung nature element. Of course, we have the plants and eto na yon. So to prove that this is a good layout, this is the view from your desk. Your desk is on the corner, right? So let's say stress ka na sa work mo, ganyan, mababaling ka lang, titignan mo, pagtingin mo, wow, it's so conducive. Parang ang aliwalas ng ano mo, ng layout mo. A few steps away is your dining, and then you can see your closet. No, this is a concealed closet. We cladded the closet doors with glass, with mirror, with bronze mirror, so it reflects light and it doubles up the space. So, two application nito ng glass. So, we did the sliding door as glass and then the closet doors with mirror. Alright? So, really, kahit na one bedroom ito, ang aliwalas niya, we let the light in, we let the air flow. So, si Ira again will show us the walkthrough of the bare unit and the design unit. So, we appreciate yung design solution that we applied. And of course, for those of you who have a unit in Will Tower, take note of this layout. This is very helpful. Um, if you want to buy, nandyan lang po ang all homes sa baba. Also, no, I wasn't able to mention, even the appliances kasama sa space planning natin, ha? You have to measure kung anong kasyang ref or kasyang range, cooktop. Very important ang ating measuring tools, the tape meter. And very important that we measure the site before buying any stuff, before buying anything, because we don't want to waste money. Before even buying, purchasing something, dapat alam nating pasok siya dun sa paglalagyan niya. Okay? So this is the bare unit. With Will Tower, maganda rin ang deliverable niya. This is, uh, they use dark wood, dark stone top, very cosmopolitan na. That's why we aligned it with the concept, no? Kasi yan na yung naka-deliver sa kanyang kitchen cabinet. Of course, there's the laundry door. Malapit lang siya. Magkakasama ang utility area. Will Tower, mas generous ang ano dito, windows, which is very nice. You let natural light come in. Tipid tayo sa kuryente. But of course, if gusto natin ng maliwanag, let's use LED fixtures para makasave din tayo sa electric bills natin. There you go. So here, we try to apply din sa toilet ang ating mga automated fixtures. Because this is very cosmopolitan, it's very modern, it's minimalist. So ito na. It's quite dark, but we use the color scheme nung beiges to so it evokes yung calmness. Kasama nga dun yung wealth, right? If we review the slide. So here, pagkapasok natin, maaliwalas siya. Kita natin the light comes in. And then, of course, we have our mirror to the left. That's our kitchen, very organized. That's our dining. If you have guests, pwede ka to pull in a stool. It can be a dining ledge for three, one, two, three. And then that's your lounge area. If you'll notice, no, to this two layout space planning, walang barrier na si dining and si living because we want to encourage yung bonding. If you have your family or if you have your brother or your sister, walang barrier. And this is the lounge area. Of course, we added an artwork with Monstera, our favorite plant. You see the closet, no? It reflects light because it is glass. So dito naman sa bedroom, we always make sure that it's clutter-free. So dito ang nandyan lang the beddings, a nice table lamp. And of course, kung meron kang hobby, dyan mo rin pwede ilagay because this is where you recharge yourself. Alright? So hopefully, you're learning, guys. We'll move to our next Last but not the least, okay, this is the smallest. This is a studio unit. I hope you're learning. If there are questions or if you need to know something more, may na-miss out ako that you're eager to really ask, you can just post them in the comment section and we will answer that later. All right. So this is the studio unit. Um, I left it blank, no, with notes. Walang notes. This is parang module na ito for you guys. You can screenshot and then you can take down notes. You can practice here. Diyan kayo mag-ano. And you can do it on your own or you can also post it in the comment section, meaning that you learned from our notes, right? This is how we did it. This is a studio unit in Pinecrest. Of course, last but not the least, medyo mahirap itong unit na to because it's really small. But we will try to do our magic. Okay, so to the concept. Um, medyo nabaliktad natin ano, 'pag maliit, dapat simple lang, dapat clean lines and all. We tried to break that rule. Sabi ko kanina-kanina, sa mga design concept, we can experiment and we can really sometimes break rules. Alright? Pero ma-amaze kayo with how this unit turned out. What is Grand Millennial? Grand Millennial style, um, sabi nila, the grand came from the word grandparents. So, yung mga lolo and lola natin, no? Plus the millennial, which are the 22 something up to 38, 39 something. So, medyo kasama pa ako doon. Alright? So, this is the latest style that's storming Instagram and Pinterest. If lahat kayo may Instagram, Pinterest, if you'll notice, parang bumabalik yung traditional, yung appreciation of the past, right? Parang hindi na modern eh. Actually, nag-pass na tayo sa industrial, medyo bumabalik tayo eh. Nag-evolve na rin tayo. So this is the new traditionalist style. This is characterized by blue and white ginger jars. Yan. 'Di ba? Sa ano, marami yan. Instagram. Dun sa mga nagsha-shopping online, marami yan. And then, accentuated yan with brass metals. And then to the soft furnishings, we have fringes of pillows. Very, very, very traditional. Pero, hindi siya purely traditional. Hindi siya 100% traditional. Meaning, yung mga millennials ngayon, they appreciate the past. Parang they consider it as a rich element in infusing in their interiors. Okay? So kasama dito yung mga trimmings, chinoiserie, floral wallpaper, everything traditional kasama dyan. Sabi nila, this trend is for today's 30-year-old millennials with old soul. So, this is your effortless formality. And of course, katulad nung kanina, yun dun sa styling natin, sa mix and ano natin, this is a combination of the old and the new. Alright? Okay, so ito na. We did painted the walls with mural subject, leaves and birds in blue and white. Another design tip, no? Sometimes when you choose an accent color or an accent pattern, hindi lahat nag-work. There are a few elements na pag in-apply siya to the whole wall, mas lumalaki yung illusion ng space. So, it's the same with wall mural. So, since ito maliit lang, it's a studio unit, and then this is in Pinecrest, we had the concept designed for a young professional, a female, a 30-year-old young professional who loves the traditional styles of her grandmother. Ito yung may mga hand-me-down. So, it doesn't mean na when we do traditional, hindi na tayo efficient sa storage spaces natin. So, this slide shows the hallway. You'll see there's the shoe closet, and then of course we have the mirror and the console. You'll notice the basket to organize our bags, our slippers, even the ginger jars. Actually, you can use that. The small one, you can put your, let's say, your keys, car keys, or even you can put your small change, yung mga coins, the small ginger jar. So, hindi lang siya decorative. They are all functional. We have to maximize our space. And this is the view of the kitchen and the dining. And of course, the partition, no? Um, it's very small, but we were able to infuse. So, hindi na to furniture. For a studio unit, nandito na yung we need to customize tables and shelves. But we have to limit it to a few lang. Kasi we don't want naman everything fixed, everything na nakaharang sa atin, no? We have to think then, we have to identify kung ano lang yung i-built in natin at ano lang yung mga um, gagawin nating storage spaces na kailangan ng construction work. Alright, in this slide, nakikita natin yung combination na the blue and whites, and then we have the brass accents dun sa drop light, and ang hand-me-down from grandma, the bar with Celia chair. And of course, if you'll notice, we again use the mirror to this wall, no? To this wall. We didn't paint it now with mural because we want to reflect the space. Kasi maganda naman ng i-reflect niya eh. It will reflect the shelves partition and your dining with your light and your um, hand-me-down chair. So, we specified a mirror here para ma-double up niya yung space. So, mukha siyang maluwag. And then, to the next view, this is the bed area. We made use of the shelf as the partition, but of course, hindi siya permanent, okay? So that's where we can house our, let's say, picture frames, books, or if this is your workstation, pwede mo na rin incorporate yung printer mo dyan, yung office stuff natin dyan. Again, another tip, this specific unit, makikita natin mamaya sa walkthrough, it has the window and the aircon side by side. So, hindi solution ang mag-specify ng double deck here na bed. Kasi automatic tayo, if you want to maximize a studio unit, nilalagyan natin ng double deck. So, with this unit, we did something different. We specified the bed, and then, naglagay kami ng trundle. We did the trundle dun sa baba ng bed. It can be customized. Pero sila all home, meron din silang ganon. Maganda to kasi let's say magkapatid kayo and then nagkakwentuhan kayo sa gabi. Hindi kayo nagkakwentuhan na nasa taas yung isa, nasa baba yung isa. Nagkakakitaan kayo pag nagkakwentuhan kayo. You just pull the trundle and then voila. Pwede na kayong magkwentuhan one to sawa. Alright? Again, we will present to you the before and after. This is the grand millennial style. We used blues and white because blue invokes yung trust, peace, loyalty, integrity, and then it creates emotional balance and clarity, peace, calm, and tranquility, no? Yun ang mga gusto nating maramdaman ngayon sa mga panahon ngayon. Again, sa walkthrough, makikita natin. Ito na yun, di ba? Pinecrest is Swiss-inspired mid-rise building. Pero pag pumasok tayo sa unit natin and then we want to reflect the personality of the unit owner, eto na siya, parang totally we've transported to another place, right? Medyo ano lang 'to, medyo tricky ito. You might need the help of an interior designer to achieve this look. But of course, we are showing this to you to be able to present na rin that it's possible, no? You can get inspiration from all of this. Right? 'Di ba? It's so small pero maaliwalas, walang obstruction, and then the there's the trundle bed. So kung mag-ate kayo or if office mates and all, 'di ba? It's very relaxing to stay here. All right? So these are the three um design solutions on our three different unit layout, Vista Residences unit. Um, Again, if you love all those three concepts, you can get the items, the furnishings, the decors, even up to the appliances, homewares, picture frames, plant stand. You can get those from All Home. Marami tayong branches ngayon nationwide. We have 45 stores and we're going to open a few more stores para maka-cater to all of our market nationwide. But if you don't want to go out, you can visit the website. Just click www.allhomeclick.com and you're okay to shop there. Nandun na lahat. Okay?
Thank you very much for sharing your insights, interior designer Doris. That was surely very interesting. So let's not keep our audience waiting. I know that they're very excited to ask their questions on how they can upgrade and elevate their homes with
Oo nga,
peace,
tuloy-tuloy.
comfort, and style. So don't be afraid. Just type your questions in our comment section and we'll ask them for you. So we'd like to call on interior designer Doris D and her team her team interior designer Eliza Cervales and Ira Ordas. Okay. So for our first question, from Miss Christine Liwag, she was asking on tips on where to put her furnitures. And so
Oh, okay. Yeah, for the furniture, of course, um, again, babalik tayo dun sa slide natin kanina, no? You have to identify the space. Let's say if the space is the dining area, so you put your furniture there. No, we have to identify the space first, and if you have a small space and then you cannot afford to have a separate living and dining, pwede naman natin siyang i-combine. So you have to identify your space first. That's where you're gonna put your furniture.
thank you. So let's keep that in
I
mind.
hope I hope I answered the question, Miss Christine Liwag.
Yeah, so thank you, interior designer Doris. Also, another question from Miss Christine Liwag. How do we make the space look bigger and more functional?
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to make a space look bigger. Well, first, you have to use a single pane color para you do not cut the space. All right, so that's one way. And then you can make use of mirrors, full wall, full height mirrors because mirrors doubles up your space. So it creates it doubles up your space. Automatic na yon. Parang you just have to choose what to reflect, okay? Ang sabi ko nga lagi sa condominium units, Do not put a mirror across the toilet door, all right? Because it will reflect the toilet. You have to also position your mirror strategically, and then choose what you want to reflect.
Okay. Thank you. I hope that was helpful, Miss Christine. Next question we have from Miss Betts. Her question is, can I purchase the plants at All Home website?
Right now, actually, we are all home is working on the website, but um, please tune in to our sister company. We have Facebook pages. No, we're going to launch um, our plant store soon, and so watch out for that. Yes, of course, we will make sure that you can purchase plant from the website. Thank you,
Okay,
Betty.
so for our future plantitas and plantitos and also plant parents, look forward for that feature in their website. You don't
Yes,
have to go far or you don't have to go out of your house just to buy the plants that you want for your home. Next question,
correct.
also from Miss Nets. Can you send the shade of the color used for the three-bedroom unit layout?
Of course, of course, of course, of course. That's why we're here in the webinar. We will help. I'll send it to you, Miss Betty. No, I'll send it to you. The shade, the actual paint color.
Oh, so Miss Beth, maybe you could comment your email so that we could reach you after our investment lab session so that we could email to you the shade that you need. Also, from Miss MJ, her question is, what kind of paint color should I use for Scandinavian inspired bedroom?
Yeah, for Scandinavian inspired bedroom. No. When you say Scandinavian, this is minimalist din ito. They want simplicity, simple lines, simple texture, simple color. For the paint naman, we can use the neutral ones, the not too strong, not too loud. Um, um, Hindi din siya pastel, basta the light and airy color palette. That's those are perfect for Scandinavian inspired bedroom.
Okay. Thank you. That was our last question. Thank you, interior designer Doris. So,
Okay.
as mentioned before, we have a mini game. Before we proceed to that, any last words of wisdom for those that want to decorate their home? Any words of wisdom or
Uh,
advice for them?
yeah. Actually, thank you, VRI no and All Home for this presentation that you invited us. I will share one quote from a interior designer. She's an American interior designer, and she said that underneath all the designs lies a solid belief that beauty is a positive force. So in this time, in this age and time that we're facing, um, in order for us to be able to help ourselves, our emotional well-being, let's try to beautify our surroundings, take into consideration our well-being, and hope. Let's be hopeful that we create positive forces by doing that.
Okay. So thank you so much, interior designer Doris D and her
Yes,
wonderful team for
yes,
that
of course.
awesome and her very awesome and very informative presentation. We'd love to have you again in our next episodes in Investment Lab. Uh, so now we're going to proceed in our mini game where we will be giving out the free vouchers of the gift check from All Home and Coffee Project. We'll play the right match. Okay, so let's wait for the mechanics. The game is actually very simple. Very simple. Are you if you're familiar with four picks one word, it's like that game. Okay, so for the mechanics, we just have to match the word with the pictures that are being shown in the screen. So the first one to guess and type their answer in the comment section will win the gift check. Yeah. So we'd like to thank, before we proceed with the game, we would like to thank our sponsor, All Home, your one-stop shop for your home improvement needs. Thank you very much, All Home. Okay, so for the first question, we have two pictures. You just have to type from which building is this picture taken from. Is it from Hawthorne Heights, Orwell Heights, or the Symphony Towers? The first one to comment will get a gift voucher. Okay. Just type in your answer to get that free gift check. Okay, so it's from which building is okay. So we have Miss Yvette. She had guessed the right answer. It's from Symphony Towers. That is our swimming pool and pool deck from our Ready for Occupancy project, Symphony Towers, located at Sargent Esguerra, Quezon City. Okay, are we ready for the next question? Oh, I'm sorry. The winner is Miss Alex. She was the first one who typed in her answer. Miss Alex Nora. Okay, for the next question, are we guys ready? Okay, so this building perspective is that of what project? Okay, guys, let's type in the answer. First one to type it gets a gift pack. So is this Hawthorne Heights, Orwell Heights, or Symphony Towers? Okay, so let's wait for the right answer. Okay, get typing if you want that free. Oh, we have a winner. Someone has guessed the right answer already. They're very quick. Congratulations to Miss Abigail Escobar for winning the gift check. For winning a gift check, you are right. This is Orwell Heights, our pre-selling project at Recto. Okay, for the third question, who could guess the right size of this studio unit? Okay, you can start typing your answer. First one to guess it right or type in the right answer will get a free gift certificate or gift voucher from All Home or Coffee Project. Hmm. What is the correct size? Is this an 18.89 square meter studio unit, a 20.34 square meter, or 25.54 square meters? And the right answer is 25.54. Miss Yvette has typed in the correct answer. Okay, so we have two questions left. So for those that still want a free gift certificate or gift voucher, um, let's go get this with the next question. What street is this property located? Is this Katipunan Avenue, Recto Avenue, and Eugenio Lopez Drive? Oh, we have more questions coming. Correct. Congratulations, Miss Ira. You have guessed the correct answer. This is Katipunan Avenue, where our latest pre-selling project, Hawthorne Heights, is located. Okay, for the next question, please. So we have a somewhat the price is right question here. How much is this dinner set from All Home? Okay, is it 1,729 and 75 cents, 1,539 and 75 cents, or 1,649 and 75 cents? First one to type in their answer will get the prize. Oh, this is a very hard question, very tricky. So for those that loves to surf for online shopping, likes to do window shopping through online shopping, this question is the one for you. Oh, let's see who will get the right answer. And there we have it. We have Miss Sheila. Miss Sheila, I'm sorry, I don't know. Miss Sheila has guessed it. It is 1,649 and 75 cents. Since we have a very active audience, we have more questions coming from more questions. Okay, so for question number 6, how much is this uh, sofa? How much is this sofa from All Home? Okay, first one to get the answer will get a free gift check voucher. Okay, just type in your answer. You have nothing to lose, but you have something to win. Okay. And the right answer is 23,995. Congratulations, Mr. David, for winning this round. Okay. We still have two more questions. Okay. Next, how much is this Amira stoneware coffee mug? First one to get it right will win a gift voucher. Okay, just type in the answer and you might be the next one to win the prize. You might win the prize. Let's go. We have Miss Abby. She has guessed it right. 69 pesos and 75 cents. Congratulations. And then for our last question, so this is your last chance to get a prize. How much is this Armenta coffee table? First one to type in the right answer will win the gift check or voucher from All Home or Coffee Project. Okay, just type in your answer. First one to type in the correct answer will win the prize. Oh, this is a very nice coffee table. And there we have it. Miss Ali has typed in the right answer. It is 11,995 pesos. Okay, so feel free to check out our All Home for all those furnitures and accessories. So thank you for playing. Don't forget to claim your prize later. Okay. So remember, this segment is sponsored by All Home, your one-stop shop for your home improvement needs. Thank you for playing, everyone. Okay. There you have it. There you have it. Congratulations to our winners and thank you for being with us today. Special thanks to All Home for their generosity and don't forget to check out their online shop and website. Always remember the tips and tricks that was provided to us by interior designer Doris D and her team. Stay informed with the latest trends and home designs and create wonderful memories with your family through your home improvement projects. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Just search for at Vista Residences Official to find out more about our deals and promos. Or if you're interested in any of the properties that was featured in the presentation, just log on to our website www.vistaresidences.com.ph. So thank you everyone. I hope that you would have an awesome weekend and we'll see you in the next Investment Lab series. Thank you.